Who's seen the Indiana Jones movie with this line? If we can only take over their minds, we can create world peace. We can create anything we want. Isn't that such a cool thing? And in fact, it is, everybody. Because when it comes to technology and science and all that, it's an actual fact that you could use a device or maybe even use your own brain to tap into other people's brains and thoughts and make them do things where they don't even know. In fact, the best they would know is, I don't know why I did it, right? So if that's true, what's the best device, or one of them, because everything can be defended, but if they don't know, it would be the best device, you see, to use against your enemies? Well, mind control. Right? So with aliens, if we can get mind control and we're starting to talk about it, we're starting to see how the mind works and the waves are there because we're using robot arms and stuff to connect with the mind. See, the theory's there, it's possible. Right? If you think it's not and you laugh about this, right, then you're the caveman that laughed about the TV, you see? Right? That laughed about a telephone. You know those people? It's because they're not educated. They don't have a big enough imagination. They're too fixated in what they believe is true, and they believe they're the top and they know all the answers, as they're the top around them. And when there's nothing more top of around you, for real, you believe you're top, right? And you can easily get stuck like that without enough education. And so when it comes to mind control and these devices, you can just turn up to a planet, aliens, right? They don't even have to have a fight like I was talking about, 6 measly seconds. They're the ones that haven't got this device, you know. But if you actually put your scientists onto it, and I don't think it'd be too hard than to make a lot of complicated devices out there, you could have this device. Of course, you could easily be protected by a suit and other things like that so that it can't infiltrate. It's an energy thing, it's an energy protection. If civilization's easily protected, of course, you need more devices and more devices, and why we have so many different devices when it comes to war, right? But if you had such a device against the one that doesn't, they're screwed. Definitely if they don't know. So if they're gullible and all that, it's even easier. There's certain races you could take over with it and certain that you couldn't. Right? It depends on how they communicate with each other too. Right? And just let things go. They all love coincidences. They all love using I don't know as an excuse and get away with it and won't use science because there's always an answer. There's never I don't know. Well, there must be a reason. Either you're bad in memory, something's tapped in. What's happened? Do you have enemies? Is there a reason? Right? All the stories lead up to the devil always taps into enemies and creates all these problems to annoy good guys. Perhaps it's the devil that taps in to make people do things that where they go, I don't know why I shit stirred you. Perhaps it's the devil, right? But there's an answer to it. You don't just let it go. When you let it go, it's either you don't care, right? And you really don't care, and you're not educated to care, or it hasn't bothered you in your life to care, or you're not educated to even understand to care. A lot of people I've noticed don't get involved with things or want to watch things because they go, I can't even understand what they're saying. And if you don't understand what they're saying, well, then don't watch it. It's like a kid watching a professor talk about design, right? The kid's like, I'm hearing what it's saying, but I have no idea what it means. Like, they're way behind, right? And so that's what it all is, isn't it? Education and understanding, right? And if you're out of that box, then you're stubborn and gullible, aren't you? Right? And if you don't have friends that can go check out those boxes, then what does that mean? I guess some people would say, well, pretty damn useless when it comes to collective working out. But anyway, have a good one, everybody out there. And without proper science and seeing things for real, definitely if people have got something to say, right, to find out if things are real, you keep asking questions like a kid does, and sooner or later you'll get to a lie, an answer, a conundrum, or whatever, right? But speaking makes things happen. Without time and speech where you can speak short as well, like I've just talked about in a clip about how humans can make slang words. You can make things to be short, or you can make it more confusing. Slang words can be short if you know the code and use the code a lot, but can be confusing or worse for ones that don't. Have a good one out there, and see you later.